Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Installment of Scott Selections here for Friday, February 24th. For in today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in hockey with the Bruins to win in regulation and minus 108 on FanDuel. Wasn't easy. In fact, it was extremely difficult. It was a crazy hockey game, one of the best games of the season. The Bruins had a couple of leads during the game, but they blew them. However, they were trailing by one with roughly 4 minutes to go. And since we had regulation, we ended up needing the Bruins to score 2 goals in the final 4 minutes. And they did. They pulled it off. They ended up winning the game 6-5. Crazy win for us and crazy win for Boston. Look for another winner here on Friday. And for today's play of the day, looking at another hockey game between the Sabres and the Panthers, taking place at roughly 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this match, we're going to take a player prop in this one. We're going to take Panthers forward Sam Reinhart over 2.5 shots on goal at minus 135 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering is why we're going to take Reinhart over the shots on goal here. First reason, looking at recent form, this number is way too low. He's had at least 3 shots on goal in 10 of his last 11 games, and he's had exactly 5 shots on goal in each of his last 3 games. So 2.5, even at 135, you could argue that it's a bit juicy. It's really not based on those trends, and I think it should be closer to 150 or even 160 based on how often he's gone over lately. But to look at his numbers against Buffalo this season, he's faced off against them twice this season, and he's had at least 3 shots on goal in each of the first 2 meetings. So based on historical trends and based on recent performances, this number is definitely a bargain, and I'm going to jump on it. But to look at the season numbers for Florida, this team is very aggressive at getting shots on net, and as a result, they are averaging 36.4 shots on goal per game, which is the most in the league. And Reinhart does have a pretty prominent role on this team. He's on the first line, and he's also on the first power play unit. So I do expect Reinhart to get a lot of chances, especially since Buffalo is really bad at preventing opponents from getting shots on net. The Sabres are allowing 32.62 shots per game, which is the 8th most in the league. But you have a team that's averaging the most shots on goal in the entire league against a team that's allowing the 8th most shots on goal, and you have a first line forward with a first line power play participant. I do think it's definitely a good price, especially with him going over this number in 10 of the last 11 games. But 2.5 at minus 135, I think is a very good price. You can find it at 140 on FanDuel. I think you'll probably see more money coming in on the over. But based on the recent form and based on Buffalo also being on a back-to-back, I didn't mention, because they had an overtime win against Tampa, I think Florida's going to be in a very good spot to get probably north of 35 shots on goal in this game, maybe 40 and change. And I'll take Reinhart, who's been very, very aggressive lately, to go over this pretty conservative numbers. Play that once again here for Friday, February 24th, is going to be on Sam Reinhart over 2.5 shots on goal and minus 135 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.